Hello viewers, today the topic for my lecture is the biography and the contribution of Abdul Halim Jaffarkhani, an accomplished sitar maestro who has been regarded as one of the greatest sitarists of the era, along with Pandit Ravi Shankar and Ustad Vilayat Khan. His innovation of Jaffarkhani Baj in sitar, which is a distinguished style in sitar playing, brought his name to such an height that he is regarded as one of the sitar trinity of India. He is known for his fine blend of tradition and innovation in sitar. He is one of those sitar maestros who enriched the instrument with their innovation in playing new techniques, new directions, and brought the sitar to the new heights of its popularity. Let's know more about Abdul Halim Jaffarkhani and his innovation of Jaffarkhani Baj. But first, listen to his sitar. Early life and training in music. Abdul Halim Jaffarkhani was born on February 18, 1929 in a village named Javra in Madhya Pradesh. His father Jaffer Khan was a versatile vocalist, sitarist and a beankar. Being the son of a vocalist, Abdul Halim Khan was initially trained in vocal. His voice was very melodious and he attracted the audiences even in his childhood with the singing of his ghazals. At the age of 9, his ghazals were broadcasted from Akashvani. He was attracted towards the sitar on hearing the renowned musician Babu Khan, the beankar. So his father started his training in sitar too. Later, he managed to get training from Babu Khan. But after the 2 years of his training, Babu Khan passed away. Thereafter, he became the disciple of Mehboob Khan, the descendant of Ustad Bande Ali Khan, beankar of Indore Gharana. and continued his training in sitar. Thus, Abdul Halim Jaffarkhani hails from the Beenkar Gharana of Indore. It is worth mentioning that Abdul Halim Jaffarkhani also received his academic qualification along with his training in music. He completed his high school education, but he had to discontinue his studies because of his family circumstances. Thereafter, he concentrated more on sitar. He also got the mastery in playing of jaltrang instrument. Now let's know about his career. Abdul Halim Khan started his career as a member of the Vadivrind, that is orchestra of Asiatic Pictures, where he played sitar and jaltrang instruments. He played both the instruments in the films such as Mahatma Vidur, Anarkali, Shabab, Jhanak Jhanak Payal Baje, Mughal-e-Azam, Goonj Uthi Shehnai, Kohinoor and many others. He collaborated with the noted music directors such as Vasant Desai, C. Ramachandran, Madan Mohan and Naushad. But he could not continue his film career for a long time because he wanted to concentrate on sitar. He was able to express himself through sitar even in the very young age of 14 years only. His passion for sitar and the rigorous practice bore fruits, and in a very young age he stormed with his sitar and became favorite of everyone. His performing career. Abdul Halim Jaffarkhani participated in a number of programs and conferences at national level. Often his sitar recitals have been broadcasted in the national programs of All India Radio. He has been the distinguished artist of All India Radio since the early 1940s. He represented the cultural troupe to China in 1955 and toured Europe and Africa in 1977. As a great sitar maestro, Pandit Ravi Shankar met Beatles. Abdul Halim Jaffarkhani collaborated with jazz pianist and composer Dave Brubeck. Brubeck was in Bombay through the state-sponsored Jazz Diplomacy. The Jazz Ambassadors program was impressed by the improvisation in Indian music by Abdul Halim Jaffarkhani. He said that the experience accompanying Halim Jaffarkhani led him to play in a different way. Abdul Halim Khan also performed with the noted English classical guitarist Julian Bream in 1963. He was the Hindustani musician to collaborate with Carnatic music in performance with the renowned veena player Imami Shankar Shastri. Thus, the greatest contribution of Abdul Halim Jaffarkhani is that he performed for the first time in duet with sitar, shehnai, veena, guitar and jazz. Listen to one of his duets. On stage, Abdul Halim Jaffer Khan always satisfied his audience with his melodious performance and never left his audience discontented. He is said to be so particular about his programs, and come what may, he would never change his prefixed program. His generosity towards the audience and the discipline in performance raised him in comparison with a monk. Now about his Jaffarkhani badge. Abdul Halim Khan is best known for his innovation of Jaffarkhani badge, that is the playing style of sitar which he developed, is known after his name Jaffer Khan. He describes his Jaffarkhani badge as a synthesis of precision in technique, systematic thought with a vigorous playing style. According to him, his Jaffarkhani badge is not merely a technique of the fingers playing on sitar, but it is a fine blend between the traditional Masjid Khani, which is played in Vilambit lay, that is very slow tempo, and Raza Khani, which is played in Drut lay, that is fast tempo. In his Jaffarkhani badge, playing with the left hand dominates, then the use of strokes with the mizrab with the right hand. The playing with the left hand is enhanced to such an extent that in Vilambit Gat or slow style of playing, the player is able to play 4, 6, 8 or even up to 16 notes in one beat or in one stroke of mizrab, and that too using khatka, murki, zamzama and kan embellishments on pardas or even in mead. Except these, the salient features of his Jaffarkhani badge are the full command over both the hands, tayari, that is full practice with clarity, melodiousness in playing, sawal jawab, that is interplay between the main instrumentalist with the tabla player, and to play in ati drut lay, that is super fast tempo. Not only this, he brought some changes in the traditional style of playing of alap with jod and jhala before starting the gat in any rag. In his alap, he dropped the jhala part and limited his alap up to jod only, and of course with some more addition in that. According to him, the jhala part should be played in the end of a rag because that is the climax of a rag. Playing the jhala in the beginning and then starting the gat makes no sense. Thus, he brought the changes in the traditional style of playing with the introduction of his self-created Jaffarkhani Baj. It is not exaggeration in saying that Abdul Halim Jaffer Khan set new trends in sitar playing with his new invention of Jaffarkhani Baj. About his playing style, Abdul Halim Jaffer Khan has his own specialties in his sitar playing. His style is full of clarity combined with been ang, which is due to his background from the grana of beenkar, tayari, that is playing in full bloom, and the melodiousness are the salient features of his playing style. In one stroke of misrab, or merely with the vibration of string, he is capable of producing up to 16 notes. He maintains a full control over swar and lay, that is notes and rhythm, even in ati drut lay, that is super fast tempo. He often starts playing the gat of the rag while playing the jhala part in super fast tempo, and that too with such a clarity. His tayari and clarity in taan playing, his melodiousness in playing embellishments with kan, khatka and murki are the salient features of his playing style. Listen to one of his recordings. Abdul Halim Jaffer Khan made efforts to popularize uncommon rags such as Hejaz, Champakali, Rajeshwari, Shyam Kedar, Fargana and Roop Manjari Malhar. He is also credited for bringing the Carnatic rags to Hindustani music such as Kankangi, Latangi, Kirwani, Kharharapriya, Basant Mukhari, Hemvati, Sammukh Priya and Chalnati, etc., but rendering them through a Hindustani sensibility and his own Jaffarkhani style. Thus, the credit for popularizing Carnatic rags in Hindustani music goes to Abdul Halim Jaffer Khan, too, along with the distinguished maestros like Abdul Karim Khan, Pandit Ravi Shankar and Ustad Ali Akbar. Not only this, he created new rags like Chakradhun, Saravati, Kalpana, Madhyami, Mazamiri and Khusrovani, etc. His contribution. Abdul Halim Jaffer Khan has been associated with many universities as a visiting professor, and he has presented a number of papers in Urdu and English. He wrote a book which was published by National Book Trust of India. In the year 2000, another very valuable book on his Jaffarkhani Baj entitled Jaffarkhani Baj Innovation in Sitar Music was published by Kohinoor Printers. In this book, besides the detailed study of the origin and development of sitar and his own Jaffarkhani Baj. There are his compositions along with notations. Abdul Halim Jaffer Khan established Halim Academy of Sitar in Mumbai in 1976. In his own academy, he trained his disciples in the traditional Guru Shishya Parampara, that is, teacher disciple tradition. His legacy is being carried on by his own son Junaid Khan, who is an accomplished sitarist himself. Abdul Halim Jaffer Khan had a valuable involvement with the Indian cinema. He has composed and played for the epic films like Mughal-e-Azam, Jhanak Jhanak Payal Baje, Goonj Uthi Shehnai, Kohinoor, etc. And he has collaborated with the noted music directors such as Vasant Desai, C. Ramachandran, Madan Mohan, and Naushad. Renowned music director Naushad once said about Abdul Halim Jaffer Khan that he not only enriched film music, but his participation lent prestige to my songs. Awards and honors. Abdul Halim Jaffer Khan received numerous awards and titles. Notable among those are: in 1970, Abdul Halim Khan was conferred with Padma Shri by the Government of India. In 1987, he was awarded by the Sangeet Natak Academy Award for Hindustani Music, Instrumental category. In 1990, he received the Gaurav Puraskar by the Government of Maharashtra. And in 1991, Shikhar Samman by the Government of Madhya Pradesh. Except these, he has been honored with the titles like Tantri Vilas, Gandhav Samman, Shresht Kala Acharya, etc. In 2006, he was conferred with Padma Bhushan by the Government of India. In the year 2004, to celebrate the 75th birthday of Abdul Halim Jaffer Khan, the 4 days music program was organized at the Music Center Worli. This program was inaugurated by the then Chief Minister of Maharashtra, Shri Sushil Kumar Shinde. The wholly devoted to sitar, Abdul Halim Jaffer Khan is undoubtedly a living legend. In the recent past, in 2012, he received the Tagore Ratna Award by Sangeet Natak Academy. Thank you.